Hello, my name is Paul Curzon. I'm the product manager for AMX's network media products. And in this video today, I'd like to tell you about some exciting new features that we're bringing to our Enzo platform. Now, the first of these relates to display control and how you manage the display in the room. On Enzo, we built in a serial port expressly for the purpose of controlling the display in the room. So imagine when you come into a room, an occupancy sensor detects that you're there and tells Enzo to turn on the display and switch to Enzo. Or when the meeting is done and you shut down, Enzo's able to turn the screen off. So we enabled the serial port in this new firmware release, and it's a Netlink serial port. So anyone that's familiar with integrating in a Netlink serial port, or in the future release of RPM, that will also be an option available to you. You'll be able to control your display just as you would with any Netlink's master. So for a quick demonstration, at the end of my meeting, I might come in and say, I'm done with my meeting, and Enzo's going to turn the display off. Or, as I mentioned earlier, when I come into that space, maybe I'm detected by an occupancy sensor, or maybe I've selected Enzo on the touch panel, and then Enzo will tell the display to turn on and switch to Enzo as the source. So that's our new serial port feature that's coming. The other really exciting feature that we're bringing out is related to live video in your meeting spaces or your collaboration spaces. So you can imagine there's a number of times when you want to bring in something like live television, or maybe you want to use your space as an overflow room for a live presentation. Or we've seen cases where customers want to bring in digital signage to show on the screens when the meeting space isn't being used. Well, in this new firmware release, we're enabling the ability to play back streaming video inside Enzo. And as before, this integrates in with your Netlink system. So from a Netlink's master or from RPM, you can command Enzo to pick one or more streaming channels in your meeting space. And so when I come into my room, I've got my list of channels available to me. And when I select a channel, Enzo starts a session and tunes into that live stream. And so now in my meeting space, I'm able to watch a news program. Or as I mentioned earlier, there's the other case where maybe I want to show digital signage when the room's not being used. And so now I can pick my digital signage stream and it will be shown on here. And these streams can be sourced from any variety of video sources and run through the AMX H.264 encoder, which makes them available to all the Enzos throughout your facility. So these are two of the new exciting features that we have coming in our updated firmware release. And if you'd like to learn more about them, please visit us at amx.com/Enzo.